Sup, fuckers? World's okayest trader. I think my title should be World's boringest trader. There was a saying floating around: trading is waiting and waiting is trading, or trading is waiting and waiting is trading. I don't know, something like that. But you got to be patient and just wait for your setup after you've got your confidence in your system. Today was a slow moving, not a lot of setups for my style kind of day. Overnight, we have the strong push down. With that, I thought, hey, we're going to get some good movement going on, but meh. Strong push down, a little bit of an overshoot, and where we're getting an overshoot, we're going to expect a larger correction. It corrected and just went sideways. I have a couple of things. Here's the channel working sideways, gets the new high. So at this point, looking for a second entry short, or at top of this range maybe, but I don't think I had the range drawn at that point. I still think it was way up top here. I think I drew the range in and around this time. So, but even, after the fact, this is not a good second entry short. Well, there's your low, first entry, second entry failure, right? Then you get the new high, first entry, second entry long, failure. So we got a lot of failures going on, not a lot of good stuff, kind of getting sideways. Just, I didn't mark anything in here because it was crap. Then we get a little push. Maybe if these were a little bit farther apart, maybe you could look at something, but that gets stacked, bounces off the top of the range. So at this point, looking for something to go short. Right, so we get the new high, first entry, second entry long, failure. I wasn't interested in this. It was a green doji above the EMA in this stacked sort of barcodey, barbed wiry, whatever you want to call this area, and I'm just not going short there. It does work eventually, but this could easily have continued this break, a new high, and carried on because the EMA was rejecting prices up until then. So it was closing, not except that bar, but like pretty much everything else out of those, 15, 20 bars, everything's closing above the EMA. So it's tough to go short there for me. Then we start drawing this channel, a little bit of an overshoot, expecting a correction. I was still, again, because of thinking this is a range, I'm thinking let's get this short. So there's the overshoot of this. Let's make that a different color, of this channel. I didn't have this larger channel drawn yet. So there's the overshoot. There's the correction. Thinking short at this point because it's the overshoot playing into a new low, top of a range. Good bar. I would have liked to have closed below, or even this, if this ticked higher and reversed as a lower high, that might have been nice. Again, it worked, but if taking that trade, it would reinforce some bad decision making, and I didn't want to do that. And then we work higher. Once we bounced off here, drew this channel, put that as the top. This thing's working up in the upper part. This midline is holding, and then all of a sudden we overshoot. And kind of possibly go into a range. So we have a short-term downtrend working. We're expecting a break into extreme. But because we had traded up into this is sort of the first part of the EMA that's going to start to reject. So I'm still thinking long at this point. So first entry or new low, first entry, second entry short, and then there would be the failure, but it doesn't actually fail. It pushes below. We get the break in the new extreme, so we're waiting. When we get this low, draw the range. This started to get congestive-y. Just nothing really clean in any of this. Push up to the top of the range, and clearly we start to roll over, so I'll bring in the rest of it. So we have this trend tight channel working down. Get another overshoot. There's been a lot of overshoots in these tight channels this week. But again, it overshoots, corrects a little bit farther. Watching this short-term uptrend. So we get the low. first entry short, second entry short. I didn't want to take this one because we were still, strong uptrend. We hadn't broken. We didn't have the break. We didn't have a test of the new high. We still need a new low for this downtrend. So a lower high confirmation would be a good setup here. And we do get it. Now it goes sideways, pushes down, pushes up. This reversal bar, like this was green until the end and it pushed down. So that's why I entered. When I did enter, it did come back a little bit. So I did have a deep limit in this. So my risk was a little lower. So it wasn't a full 3-point risk. Came back 3 ticks. I think I got my entry 3 ticks back. And then it went to the bottom. Now it didn't get to the lows. It bounced there and then took off. So that was the one trade for today. So I'll chalk that up as 1-0. And then mentally, we are 1-0. Sitting through all of that, maybe we should get a point for not taking anything stupid. And it sort of ranges at the top here, sort of congestive. EMA's holding, still thinking this needs to get a new high. There's the break and new high there, so we're not getting a new high there. So we're waiting for this to figure out what it wants to do. Strong leg down. Again, we're going to look for similar to this, or similar to this one. Down, break, attempt at new extreme. Down, break. We got a little new extreme of this one. So now we're going to look for a short entry here. So there's the new low, first entry, second entry. It's tough to take this second entry because it just broke this strong uptrend and it's still wanting to go long at this point. If you had have entered that, it would have stopped you out. So there's your second entry short failure, but it's sort of a double trap. So it kicked out everybody and then went down. I would be looking for a lower high to enter here and we just don't get it. And then we work our way to the bottom and that's where it is. So that was the ES. So I'm going to share a little update on some of the CL testing. Again, it's not live. It's just me going through, marking a chart and seeing what happens. So this is 8 o'clock Eastern. Looking for that bar, looking for the break. Kind of get it. There's, 11 in total, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 trades. 16 trades to 11 to 12:30. And you can see I'm just testing a 10 tick all or nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 winners with 1, 2, 3, 4 losers. Yeah. So 12 and 4 going for 10 ticks. So that's 120 ticks positive there. And that's 31. So you got to take 120 minus 31, which is 79 ticks. So your net profit is 79 ticks. So I'm still going through this, still taking a look. But again, if you got questions or you want to see more of this strategy, it's still in back testing and review and seeing if it's going to work. And we only had a couple of weeks of data looking at this. So, there's lots of different market cycles. And anyway, World's Okayest Trader is going to call it a day and hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed keeping myself accountable for not taking stupid trades and having it publicly out there. So World's Okayest Trader out.